All rise. We will be. Please be seated.
Thank you very much. Witness, welcome back. Mr. Garcia will continue his examination in chief. Mr. Garcia, we are in open session.
Your Honors, I'd ask that we go back into private session.
For how long?
I'd say for the next 30 minutes, Your Honor, at a minimum.
Private session.
We're in open session, Mr. President.
Now, Mr. Witness, my question was after 2007, did Mr. Kibor, to your knowledge, occupy any other functions?
He continued being a prominent politician from ODM and also work as a businessman in the United 20s. But I cannot it doesn't have an official public post as I know, but he's a farmer and he's also a businessman.
Now, you said he was a farmer as well. Where was his farm or his farms?
His farms is along, mostly in Wasingishu, Siwa area and the area of Pan Forest, but I'm not sure, but mostly Siwa areas. I have some farms there.
Now, these farms in the Ziwa area, did they have any name?
We have, I think one of them is Mafuta Farm, and I cannot know the other one, the name, but where his original home area. But I don't know exactly the name of the farm.
Now, I just want to come back on Mafuta Farm. Where is that?
Not far from Siwa also.
Now, do you know what kind of farming is done there on Mafuta Farm?
Mr. President, is this relevant? The farming, agricultural prowess, or crops grown by Jackson Kibor?
Mr. Garcia?
It will become relevant, Your Honor. I have just a couple of questions.
He's a farmer, wheat farmer, and he has some transport lorries, and beyond that, I don't know another one.
Now, you said he had some transport lorries.
Yes.
Do you know what kind of lorries these are? What kind of transportation?
Yeah, long trailers which carry goods from Mombasa to any other part of the country, or even outside.
Now, I just want to be clear on this subject. Have you ever seen any of these lorries?
Yes, I see. It's common. It's always in town, Eldoret and other areas.
And just to be clear on this matter, are they recognizable in any way?
Yes, it's written Mafuta Farm.
And where is that written exactly on the lorry?
At the side of the door of the vehicle, and even at the top of Mafuta Farm.
And you said that Mr. Kibor was also a businessman. Is there any other business that he was engaging in as well, apart from this farming?
Apart apart from farming and transportation, I don't know any other.
And the transportation business, what was it exactly?
Transport goods from the port of Mombasa to other areas, I don't know.
Now, you mentioned 2 people that you saw on that day. Is there anybody else that you would have seen that you could identify, that you would know the name of?
There's the name Isaac Mayo.
Now, can you tell the court who this person is, Isaac Mayo?
He has been Eldoret North CTF chairman, Constituent Development Fund money chairman.
I just want to make sure, Mr. Witness, you mentioned that he's the chairman of the Constituency Development?
The fund, CTF.
The CDF, so the Constituency Development Fund. Is that correct?
Yes. I don't know if it's...
And could you tell the court, is that how one gets to become a chairman of the CDF?
He must be nominated by area member of parliament.
And in this case, can you tell us how Mr. Isaac Mayo came to become the chairman of the CDF?
He was nominated by Mheshimiwa William Ruto.
Now, apart from being chairman of the CDF, did Mr. Isaac Mayo occupy any other functions, to your knowledge?
Before, during the election of 2007, I think he was coordinator of ODM in that region of North Rift.
Can you tell us exactly what what does that function comprise? What does a coordinator do of the ODM?
I think it supervised the election of the giving out the document, the certificates, or standing during the nomination of the party. Is the one to supervise. If I know if that's the function.
Now, do you know how Mr. Isaac Mayo came to occupy that function, supervisor?
I don't know really, but it's by the fact that he came from Eldoret North, and Mheshimiwa was one of the national officials of the ODM at Pentagon.
Mr. President, this is the difficulty we get into, because in a few months' time, when we're reviewing the transcript, the witness is being asked a question without saying he definitively knows somebody's position at what time, and if so, the basis of knowledge. He says, I think, and so on and so forth. And based upon that supposition, further questions are asked. And that puts us in danger. And that's why, precisely why, in my respectful submission, such speculative questions should not be put.
Mr.
As I've said earlier, that Kibor was actually a national figure as an elder of party, and also Honorable Ruto also was also part of the national, and in fact national figure of the party. So those people have a relationship as the political figures in the party.
I'd like to go into private session for a couple of minutes, Your Honor.
Private session.